One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UNLV Rebels, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UNLV's offense will go to work first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend.
Turning it on! Inside the 50. At the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. And they swarm him under.
And I love this strategy by the offense. Early in the game, first quarter, they're trying to put pressure on the defense and make them think and react quickly. You do that by running the option. Is it the running back? Is it the quarterback? Is he pitching? This quarterback is special with his ability to run the football, and now this is something the defense is going to have to contend with the rest of the game.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Right on the money. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A jet sweep pass. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get it to the edge. Finds a little space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffee. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We reached the break, and UNLV is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Toss sweep to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To throw, it's Kelly. Grab near the sticks, it's Grimes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try the counter. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A running game has been slammed in reverse on the last 2 plays. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and 17. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together.
And on that play, the defense said, I've seen enough. You're not getting rushing touchdown number 4. Really showing some pride and some physicality, selling out for the run, getting in the backfield, and getting that guy on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Kelly. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the right side. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown UNLV, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to...
Right down the gut of the field. The 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Now on first down from the 28. Gives it on the option. Brings it to the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Vegas. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Keeps looking downfield. Shows him the stiff arm. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Kelly. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
Touchdown, Rebels! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
They'll go to the ground. And some room to work. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Rebels offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Makes a connection. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. Fit it in the window for the score. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for... He's loose down the middle. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your front's defense.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Fuller. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Utah State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Aggies team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Scanning the field, it's Kelly. Buys a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and, man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.